Hello everybody, it's Colleen here from Get Art Creations. I appreciate you stopping by. Today I can finally share with you Oceans and Company project that I've been working on for the past while. I have had so much fun. It's not even funny. Just when I think I'm done and finished her, I sit down and more gets added because it's been so much fun that I didn't want to stop. But here we go. I am going to share with you all that she's about. She's a 3-piece set. She comes with an envelope, a beautiful image on this envelope by Artymaze, and it's stuffed with some journaling goodies. Beautiful sari silk tie here, just gorgeous. And this folio, it opens up and it flips out. There was just so much more I wanted to add to the journal, and I couldn't because she was getting too fat. So I thought I would add this extra accessory and put some of the extra pieces in this folio, which is also really cute. So I will show you the 2 accessory pieces once I'm done with the journal. And so here we have Oceans. This is my first spine dangle. We've got some. I want to make sure that this is working properly. If you can see. Yeah, okay. So there's some lace and some ribbon and some tulle. There's going to be all that is a part of the dangle is also going to be throughout the journal. Reminds me of ocean colors, waves, you know, the splashing of the waves, wave caps, all that kind of stuff. It would be involved with the ocean or beach. And it's there's a bulldog clip. It's removable for convenience. I like things that you can remove and set aside. It sits nicely on the spine too, and it looks quite pretty, I thought. And I also left an option for, I put in an eyelet, and that's an option to do a different type of dangle for somebody if that's what they wanted to do. Okay, so here we have, if you could see, I tried to be clever, but in this book plate is an ocean wave. It took me some doing because to get it the proper size and to, you know, that it wouldn't just fall back out, and it's nicely adhered now, but I just thought that was quite adorable. And I left the option of if someone were to buy her, then they could put their own, I don't know, whatever title they want to give this journal. And we've got some tulle and some cheesecloth for extra texture, some book plate corners. Gives it, I think, also a finished look. She's a thick one, full of so much enjoyment. I have to say, probably my most favorite project to date. So let's see. Let's do some details. Oceans is a 9x6. She basically evolved by the day. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think, just lots of things went through my mind as I made her. I call her because why not? But there's reinforced spine. I doubled the spine so it's nice and solid with Tyvek paper, because I think Tyvek paper is super durable. I love it. I love working with it. And there's about 108 pages front and back, 2 signatures. There are multiple pockets, tuck spots, journal cards, ephemera. There's elements throughout. Book plate is an element. There's some eyelets. There are, like I said, the corner plates. There are dangles and charms and bulb pins. There are various fabrics, lace, ribbon, cheesecloth, tulle throughout. The spine tassel, of course, is also I thought added a really nice feature to the journal. There's also, I also have in here, it wasn't intentional, like I said, things evolved, but what happened was I was looking for something, I wanted something ocean theme as far as like Octopus or what have you, and I did a paint night with my son and girlfriend several months ago, an acrylic paint night, and lo and behold, I remembered because I had painted a jellyfish. So I went into the spare bedroom and I took it out, and I realized that the colors, it's really worked well. So I took a photo of my acrylic painting I had done on canvas. I then printed it off smaller and I've added it in here. So it's sort of like, for me, just giving you a piece of something I personally created all by myself. The acrylic painting, it's in here. I'm going to sign it just because I think that would be the right thing to do. And I thought it would be also a nice added feature. And you're going to see it in here too, which I thought was super, super cool. Let's see what else. And the 4 artists, the 4 Etsy shops that I used throughout, plus my own stuff. I used Caron Creations. I used a printable kit from Artymaze. PM Artist Studio. PM stands for Patricia and Mariah. The artist studio, they're responsible for the cover and throughout some of the ocean seaside pages you'll see. And Took's Craft Table. I put a few tags and whatnot from Took's Craft Table. I will link them all down below for anybody interested. So let's get to her. This silk, again, I find it's a beautiful, beautiful color. Super soft. Sheila Gingrich from Boho Daydreams. That's where I get my silks from. Beautiful. I think I just added to the tie, I feel. Nice size too for somebody. If they purchase this, they can use it for something else. So here we go. Front cover. We have a big, beautiful tag. I put some lace and some tulle and this cute anchor charm in keeping with seaside, ocean, that kind of theme. I thought, and of course, journaling on the back, as always. And this here goes behind this envelope. Sorry, there we go. Okay. So the images are just gorgeous. So I don't want to rush through this. So grab a coffee. I'm going to go through this baby in detail. This is just a card I found on the internet. And I try to, in all my pieces, I try to incorporate all the different pages that I use in different variations, shapes and whatnot. Cut this down into a tag. So this is the front pocket, and it has some nice journaling spots. I like this. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take moment and make it perfect. How precious is that? And just some journaling spots. Nice color themes work well. So summer days with lots of writing space here. This is a cardstock. This is the first of my signatures. So we've got some cardstock for the cover. And some of my pages that I coffee dyed, and this is my own homemade page. I love the color. It reminds me of the ocean. And her, she's throughout the journal. I just love her. I love that hat. I love the vintage image, feel and vibe of her. Every summer has a story, so it's the beginning of the journal. So I used a really cute, it looks like a safety pin, but it's a brad. And I just attached a top tag, and then I adhered a piece of journaling spot onto a card, backed it onto a card. So, and it slips in here, so there's lots of journaling spots there. And then over the page, nice wave vibe pages. This is from the studio, PM Artist Studio. I won't continually say who it all is by, but I will link their names like I said. So I thought this was a cute pocket, and it's got some lace, sort of like, reminds me of, I don't know, some a wave capped kind of vibe. This whole journal has something to do with, or I tried to capture an ocean seaside vibe. Here's a side pocket. This one here is from Caron Creations. Cute little tag in there. And just some extra journaling spots. This is a side band. And in here, I tried to ink the edges, blended some colors to capture the sea color, ocean colors. And on the back, I took an old dictionary and I looked for the word ocean. So I have put her onto the back of this I would call it a book plate card, and lots of space for writing. But because we're dealing with the ocean, here was a dictionary definition of the word ocean. Thought that was sort of a neat idea. Tucks in nicely here. Beautiful coffee dye pages. This is a collaged page, and I just did a layered envelope. Put a book plate with the word journal. This is just some old packing paper from Amazon, and some inking, and a tag with some of my blue tulle. I just discovered tulle and I'm loving it. Oceany colors, that kind of thing, nice and light, and so I thought it was cute. And an anchor with some writing space on the back. And here is another tag. I cut into a tag and I put an eyelet with the option of putting through whatever somebody wanted to. And I added some word plates, if you will. I added some of these throughout just because maybe you want to make this your own and have your own theme going on. So I thought I'd leave that option for the person that might end up with this beautiful set. And a doily and some beautiful prints. And here is a side pocket, and I cut up some large journal cards. I shaped them and I added some eyelets. Doesn't that look kind of shippy, a ship vibe? I think so. Anyways, I thought it was kind of cool to do, and I have some writing spots on the back with a vintage camera pick. So for some nostalgia. Maybe I sort of started to, in my head, as I worked through Oceans, develop a story that I felt was going on. This woman who has a husband, he's off to sea, he works in the Navy, or he's a Marine, and he's been gone a long time. And now this journal has become her book of comfort. So she's got lots of room to journal about him, pages she's missing him, that kind of thing. Like I said, this has been my favorite project by far. So here is some nice vintage fabric and some, I tried to also, I'm going to show you quickly here when I close it up. I sort of felt that had a bit of a wavy vibe to it, so I added some of the lace for that purpose. And so he ports in different areas, and he sends her charms and whatnot, just to let her know that he's thinking of her. So here we have a seashell, and this, although it's not technically a shell, I just felt like the blue matched well, and it gives me the vibe of a shell, I feel. And some bulb pins. And here we have another side pocket. I glued down the middle so that we could have two sections, and in each section I put two journaling cards with some eyelets, and I backed most of the tags with coffee dye paper. I think that always adds a nice extra touch. And this is a nice, I guess embellishment, if you will. And this is a little pocket here. You could actually, let me get something here, use as I go along. You could tuck something in there too. So it's a cute little tuck. I like to utilize as much as I can, tucks and whatnot. So here's a nice blank page, book plate to make it your own. A nice pocket here, layered pocket with I hand stamped with my rubber stamps. Oceans with XO. She's of course missing her husband, like I said. I know, you guys, I made a story up as I work just because it helped pass the time and my enjoyment of it all. And so this is a tag, beautiful tag, some pretty green ribbon. Places for the gal to write to her husband to let him know that she misses him too. And here's a vintage, I thought it was a bit of a vintage old vibe feel. I miss you, backed onto coffee page, book plate. So she's just sort of prepping lots of places that she can send to her husband. And here's a tag with just a little backing of some packing paper for texture. Another tag. I think all the colors blend so beautifully. And here's, it's got a stamp, the stamped look. So I thought this would be maybe another little element that she's going to write something to her husband, telling him how much she misses him. And just some word a word typed out, I put be wonderful, because I think we should be wonderful. Beautiful image. 2 children at the beach. Love it. It's an Artymaze print. And a pocket I made. A cute little, I felt, element that adds to the pocket. And this is just a tag that I did a bit of collaging on. Added some tulle. Backed it with some packing paper. I'm not sure how the lighting is. It's a bad time of day. Oh, it is a little dark, isn't it? Oh, it's not showing you the vibrant colors. That's too bad. Oh well, you have to just imagine the colors are vibrant. Okay, next page. So here is the cereal box insert. I made 2 pockets in the middle of the insert. And this is a tag I made. I thought it was kind of cute. This was a template I cut out to use for some of the stamping. And I ended up using it as an element for the tag. Added it at the seaside, a couple of word-fetty plates to add your own wording, a couple of flowers, some cheesecloth, and of course some tulle with a nice eyelet. Slips in nicely. And here we have, this is kind of funny, but I added it anyway. So at the dollar store, I found a package of blue napkins with, look at this, a crab on it. How awesome was that? I couldn't resist it. So I thought as I was making this particular page layout spread that I imagined the woman needing this napkin to wipe her tears because, like I said, she's missing him so much. So this is a nice little napkin to wipe away her tears. And here's a layered pocket tag, or just a layered tag. And some cute fishy images, ocean life images. They're called, I think these are called, I forget now. Can't remember what you call these, this style of tag. But so backed up with a cute brad, nice bling in the middle. So that's that page. Again, lots of journaling. This is, I stamped with a Tim Holtz stamp cut or whatever, die cut. Now here is that image that I painted on my acrylic canvas that I thought I would add. How cute is this? This is a jellyfish. I know it's colorful. It doesn't make any sense, but I thought this was perfect. And look what I found for some fabric, a fabric dangle. Could the colors be any better? And this came from Dale McBay. I just love it. This is, she gave me a bunch of bag full of goodies, and this was part of it. And look at that, and 2 little yellow eyelets. One I have the dangle hanging from it. So isn't that adorable? And it opens up. So there's a little piece of my own personal art that I thought was cute to add and fitting to the theme. I will sign it, put something in there anyway. And another beautiful image of waves. Here is one of the pages I cut down to make a pocket. Here's some writing space and a pocket here. A couple of tags. Cute octopus image. It's hard to know when to stop. Look at these cute little adorable tags. And a cute little side pocket. So many fun things. Oh, I had so much fun. This, my own paper here, done in the oven, baked it in the oven. Look at the oven rack lines. That just floats my boat. I love it. Okay, stamping, some more lace trim, a couple more dangles. Her husband's center in the mail. And this is a lobster claw. If you can see that. I'm not sure if you can. But all the dangles have something to do with ocean life, ocean theme. And here's a pocket that I cut to size and just made into a pocket. I didn't enclose it. I figured this could be a nice size paper that she might write her husband something when she's missing him to send to him. And next page, seashells and whatnot. Some nice coffee stained paper, some green, flecks of green. Here's some stamping in my vintage camera stamp and this is a a little image of my music stamp. Doily, more writing space. You could put your own pictures. Maybe she's going to take some photographs when he sends them, and she'll put them in this journal, because this is going to get her through the 6 months that they're going to be apart. Here's an anchor stamp, some light stamping, lots of room for journaling to make it her own or your own or whoever. This is a pretty image. Made it into, just used it as a pocket. Don't say I wish, say I will. And there's, I backed it onto coffee dyed. And some writing. I packed it onto some writing paper. I do tend to like to put straight lines on the backs of my cards. I don't always, but so this is the end of signature 1. So she's nice and thick, sturdy and strong. So here's again that image that you saw earlier. It's a cardstock. So this is the beginning of signature number 2. This is a collaged page with book pages, backing, or a packing paper, and a pocket that says here, there, and everywhere. 2 adorable children sitting on a rock in the lake. A couple of tags for some journaling. Coffee dyed. Beautiful. Oh, the sound. Love the sound. This is just a page I left like that. It's cardstock image, so it's again nice and sturdy. This is my coffee dyed paper. Here's just an envelope I made into triple, or actually double pockets. Triple, actually, because I put one in the top. Took a card and cut it to size. Backed it with some paper that I had. Cute lace pull tab. So here's one pocket, here's 2 pockets. This is the PM Artist Studio prints here. Backed all these with cardstock, with coffee dyed. So, and I have this one here, and I used my rubber letter stamps, and I put the date for, thought maybe imagining that the lady would date her. Maybe her husband sent a letter and she put the date of when she received it. I know, I had too much time on my hands because I had quite the story going on. Now, this I have to share. This was an afterthought as I was looking through my drawers for a certain image. And there this jumped out at me, Sailor Jack. Who doesn't feel like this takes them back to the past? Popcorn, yes, it's advertising popcorn, and I backed it onto coffee dyed paper. But look at that. What a gem. This is from KB and Friends. She has an Etsy shop. She has the most fantastic images. I just love her. And here's a U.S. Army Postal Service, 1951. The colors were just beautiful, and I felt coincided. And I backed an old piece of dictionary literature, and I encircled the word wave, the definition of a wave. It says, hey, it's part of the theme, isn't it? Coffee dyed. More space to do with make it your own. A stamped image of an anchor. This is just a corner pocket here. The little tag. You can put whatever under here. Big piece of tag or something, but I left that blank. Left this blank too because sometimes, well, some people may not like the white. I love the white because it leaves options. It doesn't close the door. I can make it my own. Whoever gets this, they can make it their own. They could decorate it up or put photos. This is a music stamp. This is the other side of that pocket I made into a pocket. So in here, just look at that. This is one of the printables I have been using throughout, and I cut it down because it was left over. It's a little booklet with an anchor stamped in it. So of course it's a nice big old writing spot. Summer has a story, and I stick it in here, and it just sits nicely in there. Coffee dyed, some more lace. Look at this beautiful here, there, and everywhere. That little boy and girl image postcard. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. Page edging here. Reminds me of wave caps. And some more gems her husband sent her. It's a star. This is a starfish. I don't know if you can see that. And again, this little, what I feel looks like a bit like shells you'd find on the sandy beaches. A couple pockets with some elements, fabric elements. And these tags, aren't they beautiful? Look at those images. I love it. Beautiful. These are from Took's Craft Table, Etsy. Look how nicely this blends with the back paper. And some tulle, of course. Here is a cluster of pages that I did use throughout the journal. I kept the continuity. I didn't want to throw out the scraps. So I just made it into a little booklet for extra journaling. Some coffee dyed pages in there too. And this is the other side of that pocket I made. Coffee dyed pages. Most of the tags have coffee dyed on the back that I glued down. A day on the beach. We got our little buckets. We dipped them in the sea. We built a big sandcastle. We caught some shrimps for tea. We felt our boots and stockings in a safe place out of reach. But presently a big wave came and washed them off the beach. Our boots got full of water. They felt like boots of lead. And Mother, she was very cross, and we were sent to bed. How adorable is that? Cute, cute pocket. I kind of just, you know, made it into a pocket and stuck some little tickets. This one has coffee dyed on the back. It's a little ticket that maybe she bought a ticket. It's going to be her little opportunity to go see her husband. She's missed him so much. It's time to see each other. This is what would that be? That looks like a crab in a shell there. So that's pretty. Tulle, of course, I use tulle quite a bit. Look at this page spread. I love it. This is like the sea, the waves, the whatever's in the ocean, texture of the water. And this is a couple of pockets. Here we got a ephemera card. I put some lines on the back, the word Fetty Dream. And here is a pocket. Here's the twin card to that. And it sits in this beautiful corner pocket. I just found the colors were beautiful. Worked well together. Backed on some book pages and some brown wrapping paper from Amazon packaging probably. And some more open space for some journaling, more lace, a smaller wave, if you will. It doesn't go to the end. Another lobster claw, seashells. And here is another one of those double pockets with a large journaling card and some of the elements, the eyelets that I just think it just sort of gives me a ship feel. So yeah, and I like the size of the card. I like big old journaling cards, and they're made of cardstock, so they're nice and sturdy. A little kiss, a hug, and an anchor stamped. And turning the page, just some light stamping here. Big old journaling spots, and here's a corner tuck. And this is a really gorgeous image. But there were tags that I left together, and then I just sewed in some coffee dye. Sorry for that truck you can hear in the background. It's a busy time of day. Lots of room. This is some of that fabric on the bottom of the page. So pretty. And this is a gorgeous seashells with, different beach elements you'd find on a beach. And it says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." So pretty. And here it's backed with coffee dyed paper. And I just stuck in a couple of elements. This is probably maybe a stingray fish. I'm not sure. I don't know my fish that well. And these are some tickets, fish related, sea related tickets. Just put some, used a piece of the cereal box insert, and I made a little pocket. And this beautiful dress stamp. I love it. Old-fashioned. We have some more coffee dyed. Now this here is really, really, I thought, one of the fun parts of this too. So it's one of the images from Artymaze. And I kept looking at it and I thought, what on earth? So finally, just before I was finished, I really gave it a good look. And it's called the delineator. So I looked it up. It's for surf and sands. And I looked it up online. And basically, the Delineator was an American women's magazine published by Butterick Publishing Company. This is the 1901 issue. And as I perused the internet to find this particular edition, I found some inserts on the free domain site, so it was okay to use them. And just look at these images that you would have seen in this particular magazine of that time. I just made it into a little journaling pocket. Just so pretty, the images. Some of the wardrobe. Of course, we all love sewing patterns. The Butterick Company, the lightly stamped dress. I have that stamp from, I think I got it at Michael's. So yeah, just a little journaling booklet I felt was in keeping with this particular edition of the magazine. And then this is my handmade by Get Art Creations. And a stamped dress, and this corner top pocket fits in nicely there. So this is the end of the second signature. So as you can see, so chunky and wonderful, full of so much story and enjoyment. And here's the back envelope with a couple more fun tags. So this one I have to share. So there was the napkin. Remember the napkin back here? I thought I'm going to try to take a jumbo playing card. I've seen many people do decoupaging napkins. I've never worked with napkins before. I just thought I would try it. So I did it one day and I didn't really like it, so I tossed it aside. I wasn't sure it was going to work. A few days go by. I need something in one of my bins, and I found this card and I looked at it again and I thought, this is a really cute texture and it's on quite well. It adhered. And because it's a crab, it's in ocean related, and I added some tulle and I adhered some writing paper at the back, it became a tag. I just love it. So I thought it's going in here. And this big old tag, it's not exactly ocean related per se, but there is a lake, beautiful images. The colors were so vibrant, and it's a large tag. I added some tulle, put it on some coffee dyed, and stamped some hearts and a little bit of light Tim Holtz stamping, and it's part of this kit, this journal now. So you'll find that there are tons and tons of journaling spots. Get in there. So lots of enjoyment, I'll tell you. And there's the back page. Isn't it beautiful? Just beautiful. And this book plates on pretty nicely too, and I just love how the tulle just brings it all together on the side. I covered up the thread, the signature thread, so yeah, you can't see it. And this attaches like that. And isn't this just so adorable? I just think it's adorable. Okay, so the next part of this is, like I said, it's a folio folder. And here is another book plate card. I added some ocean color fabric, and it's another dictionary. It's the word sea. I circled the sea. I tried to ink it with the colors of the sea. And so that goes in the front of this, and some, I'm trying to think what you call these tags, cigarette cards or something like that. But anyways, two different fish and a little tag ticket. And here's a pocket I made on the front of the cover with the Artymaze image of the day at the beach, and a tag with some tulle just for an element for texture. So that goes in the front. Lots of writing space there. How cute. And here's some more sari silk for the tie. And the first page opens up, and we have on the side a day at the beach. We've got a journaling tag, pocket here, nice writing spot there, a couple of tags. This one here is dated January 22nd, yesterday, or is it today? It's actually today. And another one of my handmade by Get Art Creations. I like to make sure that I stamp my work. So that tucks underneath here. And here's a beautiful tag as well. You can actually write on the front. You can write on the back. Tucks into the front pocket. And this side here is a little flip up. A little pocket there. Some lines for journaling. And here's another journaling card with in covering the panel, I used lined paper, of course, because you got to utilize the spaces for journaling. So it opens up. I don't know if I can get it all in view here, but it opens up and it's all beach related. So this here comes out. That's a journaling card, and I put an eyelet. You can see that. And on the back, just lots of room for journaling. It tucks nicely in here. A couple of word fetty plates. Nice image, nice seawater image paper. Book plate, another pocket. A couple more tags. Tool and some cardstock. Different uses of the printables. And I sewed in another signature. I stamped this one with the anchor stamp. And we've got another pocket and this cute tag. I thought it was adorable. Space to write. And these are just blank. To make it your own. And this side one here has a couple book plate ephemera pieces that you can write. Word fetty. This is cute. Look at that tag. The tab is so adorable. I love to just use the pages that, you know how you cut different, whatever you're using your sheets and whatnot for. I always utilize every last piece of paper. I either make it a tab or an extra tag or something. There's always something to use up. And you can never use too much sari. I love sari. So that's that there. And then there's this last accessory piece with some more beautiful sari. I attached it with an eyelet, a blue colored eyelet. It opens up. And inside this envelope, we have a journaling card and a library card. And I made these two journal books. Coffee dye pages. Lots of room for writing. Lots of room for documenting. Probably a lot of her tears missing her husband, because you know, this became a real saga. And this is a little eyelet I thought added a cute little element to this pocket. So that is that. And this goes in this envelope. And it wraps around and tucks under. There we have it. So we have this, we have the folio, the envelope, and of course the journal. And this is, I know most of you know how to tie your journals, but we're going to tie her back up here. So all the dangles hang nice. They're all on there nice and sturdy. Oh, this sari is so soft. So this is it. This is the journey through Oceans and Company. I appreciate you all stopping by. I hope you love her as much as I do. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be listing this set. And I'm probably going to put it in my Etsy shop Sunday evening, probably around 6 o'clock. I'm from Canada, West Coast, so whatever that means for you guys. So I hope you liked this. I hope you enjoyed the journey. She's precious. She was a lot of enjoyment for me. So if you did like it and you liked the video, you liked the tour, I would appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up. Any comments or any comments would be welcomed down in the description box. And I will make sure, like I said, that I link the shops that I got some of the printables from. And I hope that you will all have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks again for popping by. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would welcome you to do that. I love to have new subbies. I love the ones I have, each and every one of you. To all the new ones lately, welcome here. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for subscribing. And just look at this. Such cute. I just love that. Anyways, okay, enough of that. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.